When it comes to eating, are you a creature of habit, year-round? Hi, I'm Bernice Hunt, and I am a brain health specialist. I work with women just like you who are starting to notice a few memory challenges, and I help you to stay sharp so that as you age, you can still travel, have fun with your grandkids, and experience new adventures without missing a beat. As a wellness coach for more than 12 years, I've stressed eating the rainbow. And yes, color is very important and it means something. And the more assorted colors you have in your diet, the better. Now, did you catch my last video? I did a video a few days ago on seasonal eating, and it was talking about the roots and vegetables that are in the fall season that you should be taking advantage of. But today I wanted to talk specifically about how seasonal eating benefits your brain, your world, and your wallet. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, because the good news is that God has tagged our produce with colors that help us really identify the nutrients and things that are in there that our brain needs, and in fact our whole body. And also He's designed a harvesting system to where certain foods are harvested at just the right time of year when our bodies can benefit most from what they contain. Okay, and that's what seasonal eating is all about. In fact, in the traditional Chinese medicine, they actually have seasonal eating as one of their goals, to eat foods that are in season. So we might want to think about taking that up as well, because like I said, there are definite benefits to doing that. So what exactly is seasonal eating? That is when you eat the fruits and vegetables that are naturally being harvested in the area, in the climate where you are living at that particular season or time where you are living. What fruits and vegetables are growing and harvesting and ripening naturally on the vine, and you harvest them and you purchase them and you consume them during that time. Okay, so we're not talking about picking things before they're ripe, and we're not talking about transporting things long distances. We're seeing what is in your area. So that looks different for different people depending on where you live at that time of year. Okay, so I'm not talking about only eating the produce that's in season, because there are a lot of produce that are packed with nutrients and that you can benefit from all year long. And so if you can freeze them and use them when they're out of season in your area, or if you can transport them not tremendously far, then that may definitely be something you want to look into. And then we also have some fruits and vegetables that are year round. They grow in different areas all the time. So I'm not talking about not eating those, but I'm talking about making sure that you know the seasons that certain produce is being harvested in your area, and making sure you take advantage of them being abundant at that time of year, because like I said, God has designed it so that's when your body needs those things. Case in point, let's take broccoli. Okay, there's been studies done on broccoli that show that the broccoli that is harvested in the fall, which is its peak season, that's the season where it's growing in abundance and being harvested in season. In the fall, the broccoli harvested in the fall has a lot more vitamin C and other phytonutrients and the compounds that fight against cancer and inflammation. It has a lot more of that in that fall broccoli than the broccoli that they harvest in the spring. Okay, so what does that mean? In the fall season, that's when the cold and flu and COVID stuff is going around. Okay. And that's when you need your immune system boosted up. And that broccoli has more in it. And partially because you're letting it ripen. So it's advantage to keep on growing. You're not picking it before it's ripe and shipping it anywhere. It's right there where you are. So you don't have to transport. You can wait until it fully ripens on the vine, or not on the vine, but on the plant, and pick it and use it. So for whatever reason, it has more potency in it in the fall. So that's not to say don't eat broccoli in the spring and don't eat broccoli in the summer. No, but it is saying definitely eat a lot of broccoli in the fall and winter seasons. Okay. So that's the case in point I'm talking about. So you get more for your buck. You get more bang. You want to make sure you know what those things are. And the video that I did a few days ago, one of the freebies that I gave was a list of fall season fruits and vegetables for my area. So you can check out your area and see what those are. And they may be very similar or not. But anyway, so check those out and get to know what those are. Okay. So that's number one. You get a lot more nutrition packed in at that time of year when your body needs it. Number two is your pocketbook, your wallet. When things are growing in abundance, they become cheaper, less expensive. So maybe some of that produce that you are not able to afford at other times of the year, when they're in season and they're everywhere and the price drops, that is the time to make sure that you're eating those, because you might not be able to afford to eat so much of it later on when the price goes up. Okay. So make sure you take advantage of the lower cost. That's going to save money for you. So you're getting 2 for 1. You're getting a lower cost and you're getting more nutrients. Okay. So it's two good reasons. The other reason we're talking about is in terms of the world around you. So first we're talking about the local farmers. Okay. So you're going to keep them in business. Keep them in business by purchasing from them at your farmers markets or whatever. But you're also talking about the hazards of transportation. We're talking about transportation that ups the cost of things, but also fruits and vegetables. Once they're picked, they start losing nutrients quickly. And so if you have to transport long distances, you obviously are going to be losing nutrients along the way. And they said in terms of broccoli, I think within 10 days, over half of it is slashed, and so you don't want to be getting your broccoli, from other places across the other side of the nation or Mexico or whatever, because the transport is a long ways and they need to be refrigerated. They need to be cool. A lot of things can happen. So then when they get to the store, you don't know the day the truck arrives. So by the time you get it out of the store, you may not have that many nutrients too. And I know we're talking frozen, and frozen is good if you don't have another option. But even with frozen, when they blanch it, when they have to go through that heating process right before they freeze it, they cook it a little before they freeze it. Okay. And in that process, nutrients are destroyed. Nutrients are destroyed. You can get a third of the vitamin C or the other things, the anti-inflammatory things and the anti-cancerous compounds and things like that. Those things, the phytonutrients, all drop significantly in frozen vegetables. So once again, when it is in season, grab it and eat as much as you can during that time. Okay. So we're also talking about food waste when you are different costs in terms of packaging and producing our, wrapping it and transporting. All those kinds of things affect the prices and things. And so that's not good for you, not good for your world. Okay. We're talking about the greenhouse gases, all those kinds of things that are affecting it because of the way it's being produced. So if you can get it local and cut down on all those things, that's going to affect your world greatly. Okay. So those are reasons why I hope you eat seasonally. Take a look at my research library. The Keep Your Brain Sharp website has a list of that fruits and vegetables, root vegetables for the fall season. And I wanted to let you guys know that my free master classes are coming back. I'm going to be doing them again in a few days. So if you haven't come on one, or even if you have come on one and you want to come back and listen to some more things, I have new tips. 5 more new tips I'm giving you regarding what every brain needs. Okay. So in each area that we talk about, I will give you something that you can do that won't cost you any money, that you need to think about doing if you really want to have a better brain. So on my website, keepyourbrainsharp.com, there is a schedule of the master classes, or I'll try to leave the link here. If I remember, I'll try to leave the link for registering. So go in there and see what the new dates and the new times are so you can register one, because your brain's destiny is in your hands.